I can also report to the conference that the Deputy Premier, yesterday directed the Department of Education to place regional education at the heart of every government decision in the portfolio. Policy changes in education, lifting up our test scores and competing with countries throughout Southeast Asia and the world will only work if we ensure that every kid, particularly those in the bush, are getting the benefits of those changes. We know too that one of the greatest issues facing regional education is teacher shortages. Over 50% of teacher shortages are in the bush. Now, prior to the election, we committed to end casualisation of the teaching workforce, to transition 10,000 temporary workers into permanent positions, along with 6,000 support staff. Since 2016, just 63% of the teaching workforce in New South Wales public education had the security of a permanent position. Now, that makes teaching less attractive. It's a lot harder to get access to finance. It's very difficult to get a mortgage and move to a regional community to establish roots and, as a result, create a family in regional communities. In June 2022, 34% of teachers in rural and regional New South Wales were in temporary positions. That number has now dropped to just 23%. Today, I can update you that so far, 10,568 offers of permanent positions have been accepted, with well over 50% being in rural and regional New South Wales. Another legacy of COVID will be the large number of people who move to the regions. For some, it will be a lifelong dream to leave the cities and start something new in the regions. They're doing something similar, backing themselves, starting something new, striking out on their own. Where we choose to live is one of the biggest decisions we make in our lives. The question is, have governments done enough to honour and support these choices? Have we provided the essential services, the critical infrastructure that people need to thrive in our regions? And it's not an altruistic question. We're all deeply invested in getting this right. New South Wales does not thrive unless our regional communities are thriving. Our state's economic prosperity is underpinned by strong regional economic activity. In fact, the regions are the largest and most diverse regional economy in Australia, contributing $125 billion to New South Wales's gross state product, and it's growing. And I haven't met a farmer who isn't talking to me about growing their business, becoming more resilient and efficient, somebody who says, these are the international markets that I'm already in, and here's where I'm targeting next. Farmers today, friends, have to be aware of the stock price, the share price, the commodity price, the long-term weather trends, the effects of climate change, the Aussie dollar, the rise of China, trade flare-ups, geopolitical dust-ups and wars. And they do it all with a shrug of the shoulders and a nod to what's possible, not just what's gone wrong. It's quintessentially a low-key, can-do attitude. And it's a characteristic born on our farms that I think eventually all Australians have picked up as their own. But one thing they can't battle by themselves is drought. Rural and regional communities across New South Wales are resilient and have shown that countless times facing bushfires, floods and the global pandemic. Unfortunately, drought conditions are continuing to emerge around the state, particularly on the North Coast, the Hunter and in the southeast. We know from dry times and droughts gone by that these sorts of seasonal conditions can lead to wider spread drought impacts across the state. We also know that the last 2 years of record value of production and farm profitability are going to be crucial in helping farmers prepare for the next drought. Because when farmers thrive, our communities thrive too. But we won't be complacent. The 2017-2020 drought was a wake-up call and taught us all a great deal about managing our water resources. We know there's no easy fix when it comes to water security, but earlier this year we released the Far North Coast and the Namoi Regional Water Strategies to present a clear vision for the future of a sustainable water supply for the regions, and we'll be releasing the remaining stages in the coming months. The government stands ready and willing to help regional New South Wales and to support regional communities during dry times. Friends, every new government has an opportunity to meet the unmet needs of their constituents. You, the people of regional New South Wales, have told us loud and clear that what you want from us. You want great schools in your towns. You want healthcare to be reliable and accessible. You want essential workers to be well remunerated and taken care of so that they stay in regional communities and provide the services that we all need. We won't shy away from these challenges. We're going to double down on our commitment to rise up and meet them head on. And we'll do it hand in hand with you for the good of our regional communities, for the good of our state, and of course for the good of our country. Thank you so much.